Hey, Brian Freeman with BuildIt Media. Hey, I wanted to show you a website that we have for our construction company and how we've structured this to where it really is designed to be very effective for conversions and be very clear to anybody that hits the home page of our site as to what we do and what the action that we want them to take is, what's that next step. So I wanted to go through and lay this out with you, or show you how we've laid it out and why we've done it. This is done on a WordPress website. So this is what we use for all of our clients that we're working with. But on our construction company, what we have done here is, the first thing I guess to understand would be that when people are hitting your website, they have a pattern that they follow very typically. And the first, it's a Z, very similar to a Z pattern. So if you have your logo up here, top left-hand corner, they're going to go from here. They're going to come across to the right, left to right. They're going to come over to this corner here, and then they're going to cut back down across here, and then they'll come back down to the bottom of the page and then kind of scan across this way to the right again. So what we do to try to help them navigate our site and to keep them from bouncing, we only got a few seconds when they hit our site to actually keep them there. So, and then we also have to guide them in what we want them to do when they're there. So what we have done here is, you have your logo here. We're now going to the right, and we put our primary call to action in the top right-hand corner. So this is what we would want them to do, and they're gonna submit an inquiry to have us take a look at a project that they would like us to potentially build out for them. And then when they come down here, we're gonna put our headline of what we do, what solution do we solve. They have a problem, that's why they're looking for a builder, and we're gonna answer that problem by telling them what solution we can provide. So, and that's what, in our particular instance here, we build custom homes, ADUs, and whole house remodels. So that's going to be the primary one-liner headline that we put here, dead center on our header. That they're going to look at. Then below that, we actually will put the top. This says top-notch quality homes, on time, on budget, and without the hassles. And that is the result of what they can expect to get if they use our services. So if they use us to build a home, an ADU, or do a whole house remodel, they're going to get a top-notch quality home, on time, on budget, without the hassles. So very clear as to what we do. They should be able to hit the site and go, oh, they build homes, they do ADUs and whole house remodels, and it looks like I'm going to have a pretty easy, headache-free process if they use them. So perfect. So they've seen that. They know what we do. We're going to reiterate this primary call to action, which is a request a project consultation. Right here. So we've gone, starting on the left, top left, gone to the right, request project consultation. We then cut across the page. They know exactly what we do. Then we have another primary call to action. Then we're going to the bottom left again. And here what we've done is, this is all done above the fold. So we've actually shortened the height of this header here. So it doesn't take up the whole area. So the fold being the bottom of the computer screen that they're looking at. We put these are secondary calls to action that we'd like for them to take. And there's items that they have interest in. So when they're the very front end, when you're building homes, the very front end of the buy cycle for somebody is, what's the cost? What maybe some floor plans. That we try to build these lead magnets around the actual front end of the buy cycle, the questions that the homeowner is needing answered right on the front, so we can be that resource for them and provide the value. So we put these here because that way, if they're not ready to do a project consultation at the time, that may be a year out still. And a lot of times it is for when you're building homes for people who are doing remodels. So just now gathering information takes a while to get everything in place to do that. So these particular things, they're interested in right away. So by them downloading these, they're giving us their contact information, email address primarily, which allows us to start that process with them as far as building the know, like, and trust. So we can start to email them. We can also gather mailing addresses and that. So once we have that, we're able to take the content that we put out on a daily basis, and then we can push that out to them on a weekly basis and get them to start to understand the process of how we build, and then also what to build the trust, us being the resource and the person that can help them get the build done that they're needing done. So we do that. This is a little bit of work getting these lead magnets done, but well worth it. It's just unreal how many more downloads you get of these lead magnets and start that process than you actually do the actual project consultation that's requested. So that's the above the fold. These are primary things you have to have. Start with a nice logo. You're going to put some content up here, your actual drop-down menus that are here. Got to have a primary call to action. Your headline, your one-liner has to be so clear. Keep it simple, very clear on what you do. You don't have to give it the whole story, just the primary things that your company does, what you want to be known for, what problem you're solving, and then what's the result that you're actually you're going to give that customer when they use your service. Another primary call to action, and then get these lead magnets above the fold so that way they're going to see those. They don't have to scroll. There's a number of different pieces of software out there, but one product that we use is Hotjar, and you can take Hotjar and plug this homepage into Hotjar, and you can actually see the percentage of scroll on the page. So if someone was to start at the homepage, they're going to hit this. It's going to be very close to 100%. They're going to see this. Everything is here. So we're increasing the likelihood of them seeing this by being above the fold. As soon as you start to scroll down the page, that percentage just drops as you go all the way down. So the higher up it is on the page, the more likely it's going to be seen. So that's the reason for doing that and helping to get conversions and capturing leads. Now, if you go down, one of the other things that we've noticed actually from Hotjar is people love, there's heat maps on there as well, so you can see where people are clicking. And when you come down here, they're clicking on our custom home galleries. The project galleries are very popular as far as what they like to see. So that's the next thing on here. They're able to now click on custom homes, whole house remodels, accessory dwelling units, see the projects that have been done, all the pictures, and get that information. Then we have another section that we put down below that builds authority. So that shows that you've won awards, or you're on the news, or you have a podcast or YouTube channel, and that's what we have put here. So it gives them links to see that and actually gain more trust with the customer as they go down the page and scroll down. So then we go into the next section where we're repeating or getting customer reviews, things that people, that's that social proof where they can see that other people have had a good experience with the company. And then we'll actually break down one of the next steps. We're not going to go all the way down the page here, but one thing that is how to break it down very simple. Step 1, step 2, step 3, how do people do business with you? There may be more than that, but just condense it down to the main 3. Keep it very simple so they know what that next action is that they need to take, and then what the one will be following and the one after. And then right after those steps, you give them another opportunity to request a project consultation so they can reach out to you if they'd like that. But that is a brief overview on a homepage that has produced tremendous results for our construction company, and can be repeated for any type of business, and making sure that you're taking advantage of capturing leads and making it very clear to that customer that is coming to you what you do and what problem you can solve and what they can expect to get from it. So, all right, great talking with you. I hope that'll help you in getting more business, and I'll look forward to talking to you soon.